Hi, Roope Nordinen here, President for the Finnish Federation. We're excited and happy today to announce that together with Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy, we'll be hosting a camp here in Helsinki in November. And together with me here, I have Ray Farmer representing the Pro Football Hall of Fame and Sébastien Bijon representing the same place. I'll let the guys talk to you more about the camp, and I hope that in November we'll see everybody in Finland. Right?
Thank you, Ropi. First, I'd like to acknowledge the Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy and the gracious host, Roope Nordinen, for the president for the Finnish Football Alliance, and him having us and hosting us this last few days as we've watched a great football game today, as we've been able to enjoy Helsinki and learn more about its culture and the football culture that is taking place here. I'd also like to thank my compadre here, Sébastien Bijon. So thank you for accompanying me and being here today. But on behalf of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, we're truly excited about what's to come next here in Helsinki and here in the North. So I am Ray Farmer. I appreciate the illustrious introduction. But some of my credentials are up here. Played at Duke University for football. Had an opportunity to play professionally for the Philadelphia Eagles before going into my front office career. Started with the Atlanta Falcons, the Kansas City Chiefs, before culminating with the Cleveland Browns as the general manager. So I've had a good time of kind of making my way through the National Football League, and it's brought me to this point now where I get a chance to work with the Professional Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. And I definitely can't be remiss if I don't mention Rich McGinnis, the visionary behind the Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy, and he's created this legacy that you see from our world from the Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy's position. And so with that, I would tell you all of these different logos represent different functions and functions that actually take place inside that academy briefing, from the academy itself, the World Youth Football Championships, which we'll talk about more here in a moment, the All-Americans that we actually announced, both the high school and the middle school All-Americans, 8th grade, as you see, is represented there, All-Star teams, the Academy in Mexico, World Bowl, National Signing Day, the 7-on-7 Championships, and the trench warfare. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Sébastien and let him talk a little bit more about some of the things that we're doing here with the Academy, but it's all just to bring the mission of the Pro Football Hall of Fame to life, which is to celebrate the game's heroes, celebrate excellence everywhere, and to grow the game all around the world.
Thank you so much, Ray. So, as Ray told, and I'm Sébastien Bijon, and I'm the European Director for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy. We are here with Roop and the Finnish Federation to announce that in November 1st and 3, we're going to have an academy in Vata, Finland. This academy is going to be for 3 days of full football, and it's open to every Nordic country, of course, our friend from Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Estonia, Russia, but also every player from Europe. All the players since 14 years old are welcome to learn from the best coaches we've got. We're going to bring 7 NFL coaches, 7 guys from our staffs. We got some names to announce today, and first of all, the head coach of the academy is going to be Ray Farmer. You know, former NFL player is going to be here to teach player the game. But also we're going to have, as a quarterback coach, Rich Bartel. Rich Bartel played for the Dallas Cowboys, for the Phoenix Cardinals. He played for such talented team in the NFL, but also he has been coaching high school for IMG. He's one of the best quarterback coach in the US. For the defensive player, we're going to have Coach Arelanos, who coached with the Giants, with the Jaguars, the Steelers, and the Dolphins during the summer training camp. So he has a lot of experience in the NFL. He coached in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, and he coached in Europe. And last but not least, for the moment, for DBs, coach going to be Daryl Pollard. Daryl Pollard won 2 Super Bowls with the 49ers during the 90s. He played with Jerry Rice, with Joe Montana, and he is a tremendous coach in high school in the United States. That's the 4th guy we have at the moment. We're still waiting for some other name. We're waiting for a gold jacket. And Hall of Famer going to be in Finland for this amazing event. So we're working with the Federation in a couple of days. We're going to have a website you can connect on, and you can register to be part of this event. With Ray, We've visited the facilities, and it's an amazing facility to play football. Cover field, lot of classroom, lot of space to practice football. So if you want to have a tremendous experience with NFL coaches, you have to get in. Thank you.
So as we look at some of the different things, and we'll go through some of the slides that we have to really accentuate the different programs that the Pro Football Hall of Fame is espousing to bring. And as we try to grow the game around the world, we're really looking at this from the position of taking football from the cradle to the grave, introducing the sport to young kids, helping them grow with the game, helping their coaches grow with them, and then allowing them to be the best they can be, both personally and as the game equates. But the 7-on-7 series is something that we do all based on football values and life values that we hope that these kids learn through the game of football, which I know myself have benefited from. But over 1,000 high school teams, 40,000 high school athletes, and 5,000 high school coaches will be involved with our 7-on-7. Moving forward, you can see here, these are some clips from our Flag Fest, again, featuring 100 top teams, preseason tournaments, 1,500 athletes, 3 days for activations with athletes, moms, and dads. And I think that's another piece that everybody should be aware of, is during the part of this process, both the coaches and myself will have an opportunity to interact with moms and dads, telling them some of the best things that they should be doing to support their athletes during this time, as well as things they should be aware of as far as logistics and moving on to the next phases of what the Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy may be able to offer them, or what things may be offered to them conversely back in their hometowns. But again, when this takes place back in Canton, Ohio, it will be August of 2019 this year. Again, NFL coaches, Hall of Famers, featured as special guests as well as we talk about Flag Fest. And then this is the one I think we should spend some more time on. I'll give the mic back to Sebastian here in a moment, which is our Middle School Bowl, which will happen on Enshrinement Weekend. So for those that don't know, Enshrinement Weekend is one of the largest weekends in pro football preseason, definitely. And the teams that play are not only the attraction, but all the Hall of Famers that come back to be celebrated in Canton, plus the new enshrinees that'll be there. And at that time, we take a moment to recognize the upcoming 8th grade All-Americans and some of the other young people that'll be playing in the Middle School Enshrinement Bowl that weekend. But again, 65 U.S. athletes, 10 international athletes. I think that's the big key, is those 10 international athletes have a chance to come from all over the world, wherever that may be. Mexico, here in Finland, as we have our tournament coming up in November, or our event in November, and anywhere else that we will be with regards to our engagements. But the selection tour, it's real. As we go through the process, we will select the different players that will be allowed to play. Again, it'll be early in August for the Enshrinement Weekend, sponsored by Johnson County Controls. It's a $900 million facility that they're building in Canton, Ohio. Hotels, water park to come, indoor facility, multiple outdoor turf fields, and a beautiful stadium where the same field that these young men will play on will be the same field that the professionals play on later on that weekend. So we're excited about the global TV aspect of it. The All-Star coaches, again, and Hall of Famers will be represented, but I'm going to let Sebastian talk some more about the selection process for the international kids in this part of the process.
Thank you, Ray. So, as Ray told you, international athletes going to be selected to play in the middle school All-Star game. So, this year we're going to be in whole Europe. We're going to have an academy in France in the end of September. We're going to have an academy in Switzerland in the middle of October. We're going to have an academy in Netherlands in the end of October. We're going to be in Slovakia in the beginning of September, and we're going to be in Finland in 1st of November. In every of these academy, at least one player under 16 years old going to be selected to represent his academy. I don't mean his country, because if in Finland it's a Swedish guy who is selected, he's going to go to represent his academy during the middle school All-Star game. He's going to be one of the 10 international athletes who are going to compete with the best U.S. kids. And when you're in the U.S. country, you never know what can happen. So if you are under 16 and you want your chance, you have to be at this academy.
Right. Sebastian, I think that's a great point. As we look at how these kids actually get a chance to represent themselves, as well as the academies that they're going to participate in, it's really about opportunity. And that's really what the academy is, and representing as we kind of move forward with the Pro Football Fame Academy that'll be here in Finland. The youth championships and the Hall of Fame World Youth Championships, that is really one of my first things that I got started with the Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy overall, is where the world's top 500 youth teams get together and play a tournament that takes them through the fall and then gets them into an opportunity to come to Canton. And again, the ages are 2nd grade to 8th grade. So little guys to the middle school guys will be weighted and unweighted divisions. But hometown Hall of Famers, September through December, teams will play generally in their normal leagues and then graduate into a tournament style later on in the October, November stages before culminating in December, where they all meet at Canton, play on fields, and play a tournament style to decide who's going to be the best national championship team from 2nd to 8th grade. It's a phenomenal event, tons of parents, tons of kids, tons of opportunity for people to kind of see what's going on with the youth in the country. And this is an event that I think I'm going to let Sebastian talk about exclusively because he attended last year. Unfortunately, I had to miss, but this is one of the highlights of what we want to see done for all these young people, which is exposure.
Thank you, Ray. Exactly, this event is amazing. So the World Bowl, you see the logo on the top. It's going to be the main event you have to be in 2019. And to be selected to the World Bowl, there is only one simple thing to do. Just register to the academy. If you are under 20, you can be selected to represent your academy during the World Bowl. It doesn't just mean that you will be in Mexico. And no, you're going to be in Mexico with all the US kids. And you're going to compete against this kid for 1 week. And you're going to be coached for 1 week by NFL legends. Last year, Ray told you I was in Mexico, I was lucky, and I coached with Rod Woodson, I coached with Will Child, Toriel, Levon Kirkland, London Fletcher. And those players teach so much to our kids that it's an amazing experience. So the signing day, that's the day where the US kids committed with a college. So they're going to committed with Penn State, they're going to committed with Oregon. And the opportunity for European kids is to be part of this experience. You're going to walk on the red carpet. You're going to be on the picture with everybody. And my goal in a couple of years, not these years, but I would love to have European players committed during these events. It would be amazing if we have Finnish guys, signing days, committed with, I don't know, Notre Dame, Florida State. It would be huge. So that's the reason why we're in Europe, because I know European football, and I truly believe that we have players who deserve to have this opportunity. So the World Bowl event and the signing day is one of the part of the prize you can have if you are selected of the best player from your academy. In every academy, at least one player is going to be selected to represent his academy. It means that in the World Bowl we will have at least 5 European players this year.
Definitely. The other thing I would love to add to this is that both the World Bowl and the College National Signing Day will be broadcasted live on CBS Sports, so that the publicity and the vantage points that I spoke about earlier, the young men will be able to have these definitely represented in their ability to move forward. So this is a great event, and I think that it's one of the things that we're most proud of with the World Bowl and the Professional Football Hall of Fame Academy. Again, World Bowl, spoke about that slightly, just so you can see it. Mexico City, and everyone watches, and I say that I know I watched, and it's really about a special event for our young people internationally and those domestically for me because I'm from the States. But watching these young men compete and watching kids that haven't had the opportunity to showcase what they're good at, what they can do, to compete on that scale, it really is phenomenal. One of my best memories, not from the World Bowl, but we had a team from Mexico show up to our tournament in the fall, and they drove 2 days to come to Canton, Ohio, and one of their teams made it to the championship round and played through snow, played through things that they had never seen before, and it's just a testament to young men about how they can handle the rigors of kind of what's in front of them. And their tenacity, their toughness, their mental abilities all showed out and gave some of those young men opportunities themselves. But Mexico City, pre-youth football parade, the musical halftime show, post-game autograph sessions, and VIP party with Hall of Famers, all definitely a part of it. Like I said earlier, CBS Sports Network, it will be televised in the United States, as well as TV Azteca in Mexico and Latin America. That event, generally 25 20,000 to 30,000 people in the stands to watch those kids perform, and it's an amazing event. And I know you had a chance to attend last year, Sebastian, and for those that can't attend, it's one of those things that you probably really need to see. But from our perspective, I think that the Hall of Fame in and of itself and its commitment to excellence and Rich McGinnis's vision to bring all this to life really sums up all of what we want to do here in Finland on November 1st through the 3rd, which is give every kid an opportunity to further himself through the game of football.
Yeah, exactly. And what I really love with this project and with the Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy is that if you do your best during the academy, you have the opportunity to go to the next step. And if you compete during the World Bowl with the best US kids, you have the opportunity to show your skill, your visibility to the US scout, because everybody watch for the game. So that's really what we need in Europe. We need to have this visibility, and the World Bowl is really an opportunity for every European players.
So last thing I'll say, and I'll close with this. I think the one thing that if I can encourage everyone that sees this to understand is that 10 people will be selected to play in this World Bowl internationally. The question I have for every kid, every parent that's watching is, why not you? Why are you not that one person or one of those 10 that should be representative of the Finnish academy that we're going to have in November? And all it requires is the commitment of you deciding to be here, the commitment of you deciding to be the best you can be, and putting your best foot forward. And that selection committee that decides on who that is, that's out of your control, but you can control the things that you can, which is your attitude, your effort, your actions, and your reactions. So show up, have fun, play hard, and that's it. Thank you for your time.
So as we told with Ray, you've got middle school all-star game for under 16 years old. For under 20, we got the World Bowl. But for everybody else, if you are 21, 22, you can attend the academy and won a scholarship to be in Canton, Ohio for the International Series in July 2020. It means that you're going to have the opportunity to practice against US kids in front of US scouts in the complex of the Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy. So even if you are 21, 22, 23, and you want to improve your level, and you can earn a spot. Something very important to me too, that the academy is open to women. It's not just for men, it's open to women. And last year in France, I remember Sylvie Ferrer, who won a scholarship to go in Canton. She's gonna practice on the John Benson field, and she's gonna compete with the best US kids. So it's really for everybody, and it's gonna be a tremendous experience.
Again, I'd love to thank Rich McGinnis, who's the general manager. It's really his vision to bring all these different pieces to the puzzle together. And so, again, I'd love to thank Ropi, our host here in Finland. Again, Sebastian, it's been awesome. And my name is Ray Farmer, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you once more, Ray, Sebastian, and like we've said, everybody be in Helsinki area in Vantaa on the 1st and 3rd of November for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Academy. Thank you.